So did you meet someone? Like, how did you finally figure out these, the key that,
Yeah. So it was after a number of years, like I had nothing. It was basically all the money was coming in. It was going out just as fast. I'm like, you know what? Like I need to start doing something. So I'm like, you know what? Like I'm selling this real estate. I know the local market better than almost anybody else. I have all these advantages. I should start buying houses. So, I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, like a lot of people. That made a lot of sense. Don Campbell, who's big in the Canadian real estate investing circle. I read his books, the acre system and all of his stuff. And that kind of gave me the foundation of like, okay, well, now I have to start acquiring properties. So, my partner at the time, we acquired a bunch of properties, and that was kind of the start of the single family portfolio. Learned a whole lot of lessons along the way. Did everything wrong. But yeah.
Like, what do you mean did everything wrong? So what happened? Talk to me.
Well, like the very first, the biggest mistake I made was like when I started acquiring a property, I didn't think about what I was building towards. Right. So I didn't think, okay, well, this is where I want to be in 10 years. What do I have to do to get there? I just started acquiring properties just because they were there. And I didn't really have an end goal. And that's one of the things I stress now, like when I talk with people, it's like, okay, before you even buy a property, like I call it your decade vision. So what's your vision in a decade? What do you want your life to look like? What's important to you? Who do you spend your time with? What causes do you support? You have to be able to close your eyes and picture yourself in 10 years. It's like, okay, now we can actually work backwards. Because I think of it as like, okay, if you and I are going on a road trip, back in the day before Google Maps, and we have to go from Toronto to Vancouver, we have to have a map. We need to know what roads we're going to take. What kind of car do we have to take? How many people are in the car? When are we going to stop? What hotels do we want to stay at? What kind of car do we need? Do we want a big V8 engine? Do we want like a economy car? All these things have to go into it, but the very first thing you need is your destination. Then you fill everything in. I didn't do that.